I'm live. You can't say bad words.
Okay.
I know I wants to hear that. Hey, my hair's getting sucked up in that fan. Okay. Sorry about that. I never did this on my phone before. I gotta wait for people to get on here. I could paint till then.
Don't take me trying to get my fat ass in butt.
Hey, you can't say bad words. I'm live, ding dong.
My butt.
I just told you, you can't say bad words. Okay. Please tell me nobody heard her say that. Oh, there's some people here. Hey guys. I am on top of the refrigerator. And she said Debbie with laughing faces. Oh, Mandy's on here. Mandy, come help me fix my house up. I'll come help you fix yours up. You painted yours. I am painting this. Okay. I must think I'm a carpenter or something. You know, we've been fixing his kitchen up. And so I tore these little things down. It's like, whatever these things are called. So we put these up instead of what was up. So I tore that one down, and now I'm trying to be a builder, Bob the builder, I guess. Trying to build this back up here. So anyway, I was reading the comments. I'm gonna try to prop y'all up. I'm on my phone. I've never went live on my phone before. But she said deal. Yes. Or we'll do a cooking like collab. I mean, if it's food, I'm there. I'm down for it. But never did this on my phone before, so I was like reading all my comments, and I was like, oh man, I just want to like just go live and tell you guys thank you, because it's so sweet that you all are leaving me the sweetest comments, like 99.9% of you. I mean, I do get that 0.01%. Well, we this kitchen's a mess. Let me just show you. I mean, and when you're at this point, I feel like you're a little overwhelmed. You know, you feel like you're never going to get there, but I'm seeing some progress. It's just, you know, a day by day thing, and they are older, and I'm just trying to help them. I did the bathroom for my mom, if you guys seen that video. I did it for her birthday, but I think she was so overwhelmed because it was so, I was still videoing. Anyway, I think she was so overwhelmed because it was so outdated and run down that she just didn't want to clean it or keep it clean. So I was like, I think if I did something to her bathroom, it might make her, you know, it's just like you kind of get stuck in a rut and you don't want to take care of it anymore, if that makes sense. But I did her bathroom for her, and she loved it. So then my dad wanted me to do the kitchen. He calls me Sadie. He always has. So he's like, I don't care what you do to this kitchen, Sadie, but get rid of that green on the walls. So that's why I did the kitchen, was for him. So we painted, got the green off the walls. He doesn't like green at all. So I did that for him. So while I was doing the kitchen, Mom was like, because, you know, me and Debbie went for years and didn't speak because it was all her fault, wasn't me, you know.
That's right.
No, I'm just playing. But here she is. Don't say bad words.
It was my fault.
It wasn't all your fault. It wasn't your fault. Somebody's fault. But you know what? I think you get to a point in life when you find out what matters and what don't. You pick your battles. And life is short. And if it doesn't matter, let it go. And sometimes I feel like we think somebody owes us an apology before we can be okay with them again. But you know what? Sometimes it's you. And sometimes you just need to be the one to take that step, because you never know. You know, my mom had a heart attack. It took that for us to even be in the same room together again. And now we're okay. But anyway, off subject. I was at my mom's doing the kitchen. And don't say bad words. I'm telling you, Mandy, y'all could be friends. Y'all could be, you could hang with us, really. but was doing Mom's kitchen, and Mom was like, I think Debbie wants you to help her with her house. So they had bought all of this stuff, and they weren't really able to do it themselves. You know, he's 70. He has COPD. He's like out of breath when he walks across the floor. She needs knee replacement surgery, so they just weren't able to do it. So they just had all this stuff sitting in their spare bedrooms. So I was like, I'll do it if I can help, like, or not help. I'll do it if I can video, because, you know, I need to be videoing. And she was like, yeah, I don't care. So I was like, okay. So instead of cleaning, I mean, this is what I'm doing because they really need the help. And I don't know if you guys like to watch this stuff, but I was like, well, it's something different. So, yeah. But here we are. We've got both bathrooms done. We've got the living room done. And when I say done, like, we still need to put the faucet on the bathtub, okay? We still need to touch up trim, just little things like that. So we're not like 100% done, but we're pretty much there. We're going to put like 2 of the strips that divide carpet and hardwood floor. We need to put that down. Just little things. But this kitchen, I think, is going to be the biggest transformation. I don't know if you guys remembered, but she had curtains over, and these windows are so pretty. Tell her they are too pretty to cover up. So we cleaned those, and we just painted the inside, the little bottom ledge part. We painted those because they were just, you know, they needed it. So what else have we done here? I mean, it's been crazy. She did order curtains, but they're just toppers, so there's going to be light in here. She's like a vampire. She doesn't do light. I mean, seriously, it was the darkest kitchen I've ever seen. It's like a dungeon kitchen, wasn't it?
It was.
But she's going to get a new sink because she hates her white sink, and I want it so bad, but it won't fit in my sink because my sink has to be under the counter because it's granite around it. But she's getting rid of her white sink.
Right now it's not white.
And you shouldn't. I love that sink.
What'd you do with the black spray paint?
I don't know. There's a bunch of cans in that bag.
Okay.
But
Here it is.
oh, okay. So this is what our cabinets did look like, okay? And this is what they look like now. And we spray painted the hardware because that saved us $100. Spray painted the hinges. Did around here, and I still may need to touch up a spot or two, but you know. But anyway, doesn't that look so much better? And I'm probably making the motion sickness. Hang on, guys. Okay, this is going to be their backsplash. It's peel and stick tile. Okay, Jim wants a piece like that up there done. This little spot. So I think that's what we're going to do there. That was his little bright idea. And he's so cute when he comes up with something that, you know, he likes. But put the ship up here. And so far that's holding. I mean, look at me. I didn't even use a nail or a screw or anything, guys. I just slapped that up there. And then she's got the new hutch. Y'all seen that. Chalk painting this microwave stand. She's like, it looks like crap. I'll edit what she said. I was like, it's chalk paint, Debbie. It ain't supposed to look perfect, but she'll put another coat on that. It'll be fun. But I still need to paint down here the dark color, that color. I mean, there's still a lot to do, but she painted all of the ceilings. I don't know if y'all seen those, but holy crap. It made like the biggest difference. I couldn't even believe that. It was crazy. So I think that's one thing that's made this whole thing look so, I don't know, like drastic. Y'all don't even realize how yellow those ceilings were. But they're going to change the light fixtures. I told you guys that. But yeah, I mean, it just, the ceiling being painted, she painted like all the trim, all the doors inside. She painted her front door. But it just made the biggest difference. Just white paint. I'm telling you, when I'm trimming with white paint, I can't stop. It's like, I'll go to the next room, I'll go to the next room. You know, it just looks so neat and it touches it up. So I'll read through your comments. Okay, don't say bad words. She says, Thank you guys. I know I'm probably making y'all sick. I'm trying to balance that. Wish I could prop it up on something. But Sonia, come get flashy. We have worked every day. Like even Sunday morning, I went and finished up my friend's backsplash. Like we've not been off one day. But listen, I'm telling you, if I do take a day off, it'll kill me. Like I'm better off if I'm working. I don't know if any of y'all are like that, but it'll make me so lazy. I promise. Send you that. Mandy wants your sink. I'm telling you, it's white and it's so pretty. And she wants a dang stainless steel one.
It's dirty.
It can be cleaned.
It won't come clean.
It will. I can get it clean, girl. I can clean your sink. Tell her to keep the dang sink. I'm serious. Or we'll send it to you, Mandy. Hey, she said store your sink in the shed. It'll come in use one day. It'll come in handy, whatever. But seriously, if one of y'all don't want to sink, she should. I mean, you could sell it, but I would just put it on Facebook or something and be like free. I mean, there's somebody out there that's going to need something like that. Yeah, the ceiling, and somebody said that like mobile home sheetrock and like the ceilings and stuff, like it absorbs stuff like that more. And I think so too, because my parents don't smoke in their house, but it's yellowed. So I think it's a lot of the, just the mobile home thing. Mandy said she'll clean your sink. Come clean your sink. Girl, we live in Morristown, Tennessee. How far away are you? I know what I was going to tell them. This is behind the refrigerator. I haven't done this yet. But there's been so many people that's like, why didn't you take the wallpaper down? And it's not wallpaper. It's like printed sheetrock, isn't it? It's just like on there. There's no peeling it off. It's just like made on there or something.
It's printed.
Yeah, printed kind of. So unless I'm not a sheetrock person yet. I mean, I might be one day, but not yet. So we're not going to tear the sheetrock down. But let me see. You're in Virginia. Hey, yeah, we'll road trip for sure. Why did I think you lived in Alabama or something? Virginia. Alden has family that lives in Virginia, like
close to kids in Virginia.
Close to the Kentucky line. Yeah, her little twin grandbabies live in Virginia. Maybe your neighbors. Maybe. Never know. Yeah, see, I mean, it just yellows over time. And how old is this trailer?
At least 20 years.
Yeah, so, and you've lived here for 11.
Yeah.
Wasn't in perfect shape when you moved in.
No.
By no means. I think it was a repo, wasn't it? Was it?
I think it was.
I think it was a repoed trailer that somebody set up here. My grandparents lived just like in her backyard, basically. That's why she moved here, and then they sold their house and moved. So she's just here for no reason now, but that's okay.
Oh.
Yeah, we'll give that sink away. Hello from Louisiana. She said put this sink in the yard and put flowers in it.
Oh, Lord.
It can be a flower bed. We should have did that with your toilet.
We should have.
We could have made a flower bed, like put dirt in the tank and in the bowl part and plant flowers. Wouldn't that have been so cute? I mean, oh my gosh, I wish we would have done that and Jim come home to that. Oh my gosh, he's so funny. I love him. I love him. I haven't done crap today, so maybe this will, from the UK, hello. But maybe this will make up for some of it. No, what have we done? Not a lot. I've been sitting on top of this refrigerator trying to build this shelf back all morning. And that's when I got my phone and was looking at my comments, and then I went down a rabbit hole, and here I am. So I was like, I just want to go live, and you love my aunt's house. Thank you. Listen, guys, I wish I would have took really good before pictures. But how pretty is it turning out? And the ceiling, I'm telling you, that makes a world of difference. But it's really turning out so cute. I love that area. And they will not listen. You can comment all day long and say mix these lamps in these pictures. But they don't share. They ain't. They're like, that's mine? That's mine. I'm like, okay. So it's not centered because we had a chair here. So TV ain't right in their face. Plus, Jim's chair's out this way a little bit. So it's just their personal preference. They do it for comfort, not for looks. So he's a lamp guy, but I got this floating corner shelf from Lowe's. It was $15. Got that from Hobby Lobby and the hook. If y'all are looking for any kind of hooks like this, Hobby Lobby has a ton, don't they?
Yes.
The coolest hooks. I could have, and knobs. I could have stood there all day and just looked at hooks, and I was like, what am I even doing with my life? I mean, but anyway, if you're looking for hooks like that, Hobby Lobby, hands down, Hobby Lobby. But I think that turned out so pretty. When I first walked in here, I was like, I gotta do something with that. I don't know if y'all remember what it looked like, but I was like, I got to do something special with that archway. So we did that. We put the shiplap wallpaper behind there. And yeah, it just looks so good though. It really does. I'm loving it. And she had pictures like, how many did I say you had? 679 or something?
Probably.
Tons of them. Like no rhyme, no reason, just a line of them. Everywhere. Okay? So.
On every wall.
I gotta get a drink, and I'm telling my Jake story. Hang on, I gotta get a drink. I'm dying. Okay, I wish I could sit them down somewhere. I said y'all right there. Maybe not. Maybe. No, that ain't gonna work. Hang on. Trying to get my life together, guys. Okay, cabinet. They mean the cabinet. Okay. Silence. Okay. So, my mom and Debbie are sisters. They had a younger brother, Jake. He was 44. He was a paramedic. He was like the life of the party, wasn't he?
Yes.
Like, he was so much fun. So, he was paramedic. And he was at my grandparents' house one day and just didn't feel good and ended up stopped breathing, called an ambulance, took him to the ER. He coded. They had to intubate him, and they went like through the wrong place. He lost air, brain damage, on life support, had to take him off. 44, healthy, 44-year-old. He had pneumonia and didn't know it. So anyway, devastating. Like, it devastated us all. And they have, she has a shadow box with his shirt, and then somebody at work made her something with his stuff on it, in it, all that stuff, like paramedic stuff. And she has a picture of him. So she had that hanging in her living room. So I was videoing, I had videoed all that. I was editing, and we were to the part where I was fixing to tell her, like, do you want to put it out, or do you want to put it like in a bedroom, because it's been, how long? 10 years?
It'll be 12 years in November.
12 years. It's been 12 years, and I mean, it doesn't hurt any less, but you just get used to it. It's just how it is. He's better off. He's in heaven with Jesus, and he's okay. It's us that hurts. But I was like, do you really want to put his stuff back on the wall, So she was like, I can just put it in the bedroom. I was like, okay. So I'm at home, and I'm editing us saying all that. All of a sudden, my laptop starts flashing, like, and it's like buzzing, like this big siren alarm thing, okay? And my computer shuts off. And I was so glad Kennedy was there, or nobody would have believed it. Kennedy looked at me, because she hears what I'm saying. Me and Debbie's talking about Jake's stuff, and she was like, Mom, what was that? I was like, I don't know. So I called Debbie. I was like, Debbie, the craziest thing just happened. And it turned back on. Like, I turned it on. It was fine. Hasn't ever done it. Hasn't done it since. But I was like, Debbie, maybe you should leave his stuff in the living room. So, yeah, it was sad. My grandparents were devastated. I mean, it was like, he was the baby. He was spoiled. Jimbo is home. I know, I don't know that I believe in paranormal stuff. I kind of do. Or, I do. Okay, I do. But that freaked me out. Listen, not much really bothers me, but I was shaking. That kind of freaked me out. I was like, what? Okay, sorry. Tell your mom. Oh no. You had both knees replaced too, I think. This lady had knee replacement surgery when mom did. And they were both done at the same time. So she's had such a hard time. It was Jake. I swear, I think it was. Debbie, how do you feel when you wake up and see a different look in your home?
It's fantastic.
Don't say bad words.
I said fantastic.
So here's Jim. He just got home from work. Jim, you're live, so don't say anything you can't take back. I mean, it's just there. So how do you feel about all this?
Oh, it's great. It's super great.
They had...
Looking better all the time.
How do you feel about my ugly microwave cabinet?
Hey, it's going to be pretty. It'll turn out. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me, right?
What's wrong?
Everybody's saying hi, Jim.
My microwave.
But they had...
Oh, it's
Say hi.
They
Jim.
had maroon carpet, okay? And they had bought tan paint. Y'all probably seen that paint, like in my first video. What color was that brown paint, Debbie?
Diarrhea.
Seriously, when I put that on the wall in the bathroom, I was like, hold up, time out. Y'all gotta come look at this. I was like, Debbie, it really looks like somebody crapped on your wall. And yeah. Anyway, I was like, it really looks like somebody, we gotta go with something else. So I had grays at home. I ran home and got that. It was so much better. But they had picked a light tan, like a tan color, and a dark brown. So they were just not gonna do floors because they can't get up and down. They had somebody come price it. How much was it?
$9,000.
$9,000 to do this floor. No. So anyway, here I am, and I did it. And it wasn't fun because my fingers were so sore, guys. I hope y'all can hear me okay. But my fingers were so sore, and my hands were so sore, seriously. Like, they felt raw from all that. And then I did that backsplash at my friend's house too, so my fingers were terrible. Heather is working, guys. She is a teacher, so she's working today. Tomorrow's her first full day, but Heather's, working. But she gets off at 2:30. Oh, she's off, so she'll be here in a minute. Thank you. I'm glad. It seems like there's been a lot. I've got a lot more. See, it went totally, like, God is so good. He makes no mistakes. He'll lead you somewhere for a reason. It's not by accident that I'm here, and that it's just not. I mean, maybe the Lord seeing that they needed help, here I am. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe to help one of you guys. And I really do hope I help one of y'all. But I'm here for a reason. I'm so thankful that I'm able to help them. And I thought you guys would kind of like, my views would go down and maybe people would unsubscribe because I wasn't really a makeover person. I was I don't know what I was actually, dog mom. My house, oh my gosh, my house is so trash. We ain't even talking about that. Mandy, come clean my house. But, and if you all aren't subscribed to her, go. She's awesome. Mandy Flores. Go subscribe. But I thought I would like lose views maybe, but I was like, I still want to post. I want to be consistent. And this is just what I'm doing. So I'm going to film it day by day. Whatever we do, whatever. So, oh, she said that her father-in-law messed with her TV. Listen, Jake lived with her because he was separated, okay? He lived in her basement, and he always watched wrestling. That was his thing. And for a straight week, was it a week?
Yep.
For a straight week, their TV in their basement would cut on, and it would be wrestling, and then it would cut off. So it was crazy. But it didn't. It turned into so much more. Like, I thought I'd lose views, thought I'd lose subscribers or whatever because I wasn't really doing the niche that I was doing, and it didn't. Like, I've got almost 2,000 subscribers in the last 2 or 3 weeks, and all these views, and that was loud. All these views, and there's so many of you that are like, I need to fix this up or that up. I had a comment yesterday. Y'all are so sweet.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had a comment yesterday that said she was a single mom of 4. She was going through a divorce, and she's moving into a 1960 model single wide trailer. And I was like, I would love to go fix that up. I was telling
I
Davey,
think you already
it doesn't matter how old it is or what it looks like or if it's a camper or I raised my kids in an old farmhouse that was 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom. But you make it pretty, you can make it, it's all in what you have. Be thankful for what you have. I don't care. It is not about the size of your house. It's not about the car that you drive.
Okay.
It is not. And
The other one said refrigerator.
I can't get emotional. Okay. It's not about that. It's not. Be thankful for what God's gave you. I don't think God will bless me with any more if I'm not thankful and take care of what I have. And maybe I'm wrong. But cuddles. But be thankful for what you have. And it don't matter what it looks like. If it keeps you dry and it keeps you warm, that's all that matters. And I'm not materialistic at all. Like I said, I was raised, my parents were paycheck to paycheck, and they probably did without lunch some days to give me, because I was a snothead, what I wanted. And wasn't raised with money. And I was always raised that you have to work for it. I wasn't handed anything. I had to work for it. And, that's how I was raised. Like, if I started living above my means and I started being a snothead, my dad would probably still take a belt to me. And I'm 43. I ain't kidding either. So glad my channel's growing. Thank you. I am too. I'm so excited about all the new people. And listen, I do read every single comment and I try to heart it at least. And if you're new, I do try to say thank you because I do appreciate it. Kennedy's going to college and she can't play. Kennedy's going to college and she's playing softball. So she can't work is what I was trying to say. So she can't work. And okay, so she can't work and play softball and go to school and all that stuff. So I'm doing this just to make a little extra money to stand with her. I don't want her to go to a softball game out of state and not have a dime to her name. I don't want her to get student loans. Listen, we started out at almost $30,000 a year. She owes $300, and that's not even her softball money yet. So God's good. He's good. She just needs running money. That's all she needs. I mean, she's so smart, and it's paying off. So, but I'm excited for her to play softball, and I'll let y'all know, like, if it's on television, because it's Division I. So, yeah, I mean, it might be sometimes. So it's ETSU in Johnson City, so she'll just be an hour from home. So that's exciting, but just trying to make a little extra money, and I love it. Like, it ain't even about the money. You know what I mean? It's not, even if I just did this as a hobby, which is what I consider it, because I do not consider it a job at all, because you never know. It's not dependable income. But, Lexi, my oldest daughter, is married. Like, if she needed groceries one week, I know they were out of work with COVID for like 2 weeks a long time ago. I knew they needed help. So that's what this is for. And when you all like, comment, watch any of that, it helps me support my kids. And I could never, ever thank you enough for doing that. Seriously. I will okay, I'm way behind. Reagan's boyfriend hands me a gift, and I was like, oh, thank you. I had bought him all kinds of stuff. I'm not going to have anybody in my house without the same number of gifts that my other kids have. You know what I mean? I'm just like that. So he's sitting there, and he hands me a gift, and it's from his grandmother, which raised him. And it's the devotional. And I'm like, oh, crap. I got to go find her something and stick it back in this bag and, relabel it. Anyway, I wasn't expecting it. But I guess it was like 2 weeks into January maybe, and I picked it up and I read it. And I was like, because sometimes things are just over my head. If this devotional is just, it seems like everyday life things, that you can relate to. That's what I like. And it just helps you, makes you feel good. I think it's all about perspective, and I can wake up and I can cry all morning, and I can tell myself everything that's wrong and how I dreamed of having a husband and a house and kids and all that stuff. And here I am not in that phase. It didn't happen for me. It did not work out like that. And I feel like sometimes that my life is a train wreck. So I can wake up in the mornings and I can feel sorry for myself, or I can wake up in the mornings and I can say thank you for waking me up, and thank you for these kids, and thank you for, you know, just a family to go and help. And, you know, it's just all in how you look at it. You can, I heard one time that you can visit Pity City, but you can't stay there. I was like, that is so true. The devotional, the only thing on the devotional, Lord, look at my hands. The only thing on my devotional that it says 365-day devotional, and then below it says like daily strength for women. Oh my gosh, my watch is going off. Daily strength for women. I've put pictures of it before in some of my videos, and if I can think of it, the video that's going to go up tonight or in the morning, I'll put a picture of that. So I don't really know where it came from. Like I said, it was just a gift, but it's helped me so many times, because when I wake up in the morning, it's like even your comments, I won't wake up in the morning and immediately look at my comments, because if there's an ugly one, it just kind of sets my tone. You know, I'm like, not doing that. I'll read that devotional. I'll take my shower. I'll get ready. And later on in the day, I'm good. You know, I'm good. I'm in a better mindset. So, listen, I'm going to go from HGTV to my 600-pound life on TLC if she keeps cooking like she does. I mean, it's breakfast, lunch, supper, Doritos, pickles, cookies. What else? I need a drink. Hang on. Talk to him, Cuddles. Hang on. Uh-oh. Okay. Hang on. But yeah, she's fed us well. Seriously, like, I'm going to gain weight. And that's a good thing, I think. But anyway, I used to be 200 pounds, and I would take my kids to school, and I would drop them off, and I would go back home, and I would eat, and I'd lay on the couch and watch TV, and I'd fall asleep, and I'd eat, and I sat just all day long. When I would go pick them up from school, I would, you know, like maybe do some laundry or cook supper or something like that, but I was so lazy. Like, I kept my house clean. I mean, it wasn't that. It was just that, I don't know. I don't know if I was depressed or what. But then I finally just got up. You know, I got up and I cleaned and I started moving my body, and I started taking care of myself, because I put myself on the back burner for my kids, for my family for so long. And I know they don't get the best you when you're not taking care of yourself. So I know I said to love yourself, and somebody commented and said, you know, that was crap, basically. No, you have to love yourself, because I hated myself for a long time. And you have to love, there's a difference in loving yourself and in being in love with yourself. But you have to love yourself. So, but anyway, do love yourself for sure, because you are enough. And I didn't feel like that for a long time, but I feel like I'm in a better place. Heather is here, so I was going to let her say hi before I get off here. She's the best cook, seriously. I'm telling you, I'm going to gain some weight. My life is not a train wreck. I know, but sometimes it just don't turn out how you think it will, and then you feel like a failure. Why are you staring at me? No, I'm not videoing. But anyway, you just, you know, you have to love yourself. And I'm in a better place now. What's up? You want to say hi? Did you wear that to school?
No.
Did you change your clothes?
Yeah.
Did you put a hat on?
Yeah.
You and that hat. Okay, so I'm live. I was reading through my comments. I was sitting on top of the refrigerator painting. I was reading my comments, and I was like, there were so many. I had like 65, I think, just from when I checked earlier, just on different videos. So I'm like answering all my comments, and I'm like, I'm just gonna go live and just say thank you so much. So there's, how many people's here? 100 people. So
Y'all ain't got nothing better to do.
I know. Are y'all not working? Do y'all not have jobs? Cuddles. But I am glad you're here. I'm glad you're liking the videos. I was telling them I didn't know how it would go because my niche wasn't makeup, and I'm not like.
You are now.
Well, I mean, a lot of people do like it, and it does give you ideas. And I think when you see somebody clean their house, or you see somebody paint their house, or whatever, I think it makes you want to do it. Don't you think? Like, it makes you want to take care of your house, and that goes to show you, because that house, when I walked in that house,
Something about Heather.
when I
The
walked,
train wreck. Whoa.
no. I was talking about my life insurance. Yes, Heather saved me, seriously. And Alden will tell you that
I did not.
Alden will tell you that he treated me the way he did, and he wasn't abusive or anything like that, but he was like, I just thought you would never leave. I didn't think you had an option. And then she divorced and moved into that house and was like, hey, because, you know, I told her that he was hateful and, you know, all our things, all our man problems, but she was like, come over here, I'll help you. I've got all this room. And I did. And he does so much better now, doesn't he?
He does.
He does so much better now. I think he had to lose what he had and see that what he had, you know, to appreciate. I mean, because he was kind of devastated, wasn't he?
Y'all might get back together. You never know.
I don't know. I take it day by day. I don't even plan what I'm eating for supper because, you know, that's just how my life rolls. But I feel like I found myself. And I know my mom asked me once, she said, do you have another man? And I was like, no. Like, that's the last thing I want. No, I just want to live in peace, raise my kids.
either.
I don't want my kids sitting in their bedroom holding their ears crying because we're yelling at each other and saying ugly things. I don't want that. So here I am, and we're all so good. He's so much better. He was always hard on Kennedy with ball too, wouldn't he? He would like ride her butt, and he was like borderline like too much, you know. She was Kennedy's high school coach. He walked to the fence one day and he said, I want you to ride her butt. And what did you say?
I said I will when you get off of it.
She was like, I'll start riding it when you stop. He was too hard on her, but he's seen her potential because she's Division I going to school for free. I mean, you can't beat that. But, I mean, there's a fine line, and I crossed it too. I mean, I yelled at her.
You were hard on her.
I know, but just because I knew she
I
could.
was hard on her too.
I know. You told her to get her head out of her.
ASS more than once.
She'd call timeout. She'd be like, and listen, I'm not that parent that thinks their kid's the best. There was one game, Kennedy was sucking so bad. I texted her and I was like, take her crybaby ASS out because I was like, she was crying. I was like, you ain't gonna stay out there and
On
cry.
the
Get your
field.
butt in the dugout. I mean, come on. So if the ETSU coach is watching right now, if my kid ever cries on your field, send her butt packing because there ain't no sense in that.
Stuff in a paint tray.
I didn't do that. Debbie did. It's her house. It's her house. She bought it. She bought it.
spent
She
the
paid
money.
for it. We are going to put new shutters on her house because, you know, look. Whoa. It's the wrong one. Wrong one. Okay, right here. Yeah.
Do more?
So anyway, I
They
guess
just like us being here.
Huh?
They find more work because they like us being here.
I've been on here 40 minutes. Oh, Mandy was on here. I was so excited. Mandy Flores.
Oh.
Yeah, she was like, I want that sink. So talking about turning that sink up.
No white sinks.
I want one so bad. She does
No.
not. Are y'all team white sink or not?
No.
They're so
No.
pretty though.
I need everybody on my team. No
They're
white sinks.
they're so pretty. They are. What does Heather teach?
I teach middle school math, so 6th, 7th, and 8th grade math at our alternative school, which is a school full of turds. But everybody makes mistakes, so we give them another chance.
She's that's the perfect job for her. Seriously, she don't have kids of her own, and I think that's why.
I do now, kind of.
Well, I mean, yeah, you can have them, just not income tax time. I just gagged on my hair. I'm just playing. But she is so good to my kids. I mean, she helps me so much. I don't know what I'd do without her, seriously. I mean, I think God sends people to you for a reason, and she was my saving grace. And no, she's not my girlfriend. I know so many people are like, are y'all a couple? She's my sister. So, I'm retired.
Hi, everybody.
Hello. I'm trying to read some
Go
comments.
back down.
Raising 2 grandkids. Go
Keep going.
where?
Yeah, the rocks lot.
Oh,
I
Mary
don't
Williams.
rock. I'm
I
ready
hope
to
your
go sit on
ankle's
the couch.
better. I remember your ankle. Thank you, guys. I'm shaking them. I know I'm probably making them sick.
Heather, hey everybody.
Oh, you guys are awesome. I love you guys so
I
much.
leave one place and come to another.
I am a people person. That was when
I'm not a people person.
she's not. My mom didn't like her in the beginning. She was like,
Did not.
she's so stuck up. I was like, Mom, she's just shy. Like, just
Very
talk
shy.
to her.
This is awkward.
Yeah, she's.
Still,
But I talk paint off walls, so
literally.
it's a good combo. Seriously, but I'm a people person, and Alden was kind of like you. I think he's kind of got your personality a little bit. Not as you're not as mean sometimes, but you're normally not as.
Sometimes.
No, you're not as mean. But
Dang.
but he would be like, you flirted. You've been flirting with somebody. Da, da, da. And I'm like, no, I'm just a people person. I'll talk to anybody. Listen,
Not
my
me.
parents taught me, you be kind to everybody. I don't care if they're, janitor, CEO, whatever. You be
I
good.
am
You be good
kind
to
to
people.
everybody too, but
I
I
know,
don't
but
talk
you don't
their
talk.
head off.
But if you don't talk, they're gonna think you don't
I
like them.
speak. It's hot out here and I have on
Stainless.
pants.
I know. I need to go back in. We are from Morristown, Tennessee. Morristown.
Marshtown.
Morristown. And listen, don't move here. Just don't.
There ain't nothing wrong with Morristown. They could live in Bean Station. Hello.
Yeah, Bean Station. Why would you name a city Bean
It's
Station?
named after somebody from the Civil War.
Oh, okay. History teacher too. I don't know if y'all knew
I
that.
used to.
Did you really?
Yeah. I taught
She's
my
so
social
good with
studies.
numbers though. Listen, she can take $1 and turn it into 100. She's like, it's so funny because all of Allison's like volleyball games, she like everything is written down. It's in her watch. It's on her phone. How much this is, how much you bring in here, and da 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 da. So she's like what are you? My
Accountant. I'm
financial
your accountant.
advisor. So when I start making some money, I mean, you can turn my little dollars into hundreds. But seriously, she's good with money. I can see that she's a math teacher because she's the numbers. You know what I mean? Like yeah. So, but anyway, from Kentucky, I guess we better go. And my lips are chapped. I know I picked at them the whole time. Dang.
Blowing stuff up.
No, it was my water just popped. Heather was sent from heaven. She was. I was, when Kennedy started high school, she was her coach. I already knew her, but I was the treasurer. And so I had to talk to her every day, like write her checks for uniforms, this, that, just all that stuff. And so I got to know her real well. And then her and her husband started having problems. And, it was kind of like, it was hateful too. It was kind of like the same deal, really. But I just always felt like I had to have a man. I always had my dad. I always had my brother.
See, I didn't.
Had Alden.
I didn't, because my dad got killed when I was 7. It was just me, my mom, my sister. So
she's independent by nature.
I don't know about all that.
You really are. And I'm not. I've always depended on a man. Like, I never pulled trash cans to the road.
You still don't. What are you talking about?
I have before. I got a picture. I'll insert it in my next video.
One time.
I'll insert it. And when I insert that picture of me pulling that trash can in the next video, y'all going to know what that's all about. Okay. One's already there.
Because I pulled it down this morning.
But, yeah, I mean, it's just like, I'm proud of myself. I've came a long way. Listen, we had such a tough time when I first left that my heart physically hurt. Like, I would hold it in front of the kids. And when I'd get in my car to drive to work in the mornings, I would cry until I couldn't. I'd walk in that door and I was like, how am I even going to make it through the day? I mean, I was just like, it was terrible. But God is good, and he'll send you the right people, and he'll send what you need. He'll send friends that you need. It gets better. And I know there's so many of y'all that have messaged me and said, you're going through it, or your daughter's going through it. Listen, I promise you, better days are coming. They do.
Yeah,
they do. And I promise you something else too. God keeps score. So there's been so many times that my kid was mistreated through school. And if y'all are oldies, you know what I'm talking about. And I wanted to lash out. I wanted to take it into my own hands and do something about that. But now, look at her. She's going to ETSU, Division I college for free. While these other little snot heads that bullied her and were ugly to her,
have to pay for their college.
Go work at the Food City. Ain't nothing wrong working at Food City. I'm just saying. But anyway, well, but God keeps score and He settles it. He settles it. We've seen it all year long. We've seen so many things that just wanted to make you grin, but you don't because that's ugly. But, you know,
Maybe a couple times.
but the Bible says vengeance is mine, and let Him fight your battles. And that's hard sometimes because, especially when you're a mama, you know. But anyway, get Flash a hamburger.
He eats
God,
all the
I
time.
love him so much. He's such a turd, though. He likes to drive me crazy. We got a basset hound because they were supposed to be fat and lazy, and I was
He
like,
is
perfect,
not
perfect
either
dog,
one.
perfect. What is wrong? Is he like crossbred or something?
Yeah, we got the wrong
He got like
one.
a Chihuahua energy or something in him. So he's what is a basset hound crossed with a Chihuahua?
Flash.
Flash. But I do miss him. He's so cute. But anyway,
don't.
we're gonna go paint, I guess. Debbie.
Not done anything all day?
Okay, guys. Look at this. They're about ready to take a nap.
No,
Y'all in a nursing home.
I'm reading comments.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm getting off here, so I'll tell everybody bye.
Bye.
We appreciate you watching. We really do. And, you know, we're not made of money. We are plain, simple people. So it is nothing fancy around here. But when we get done with something, it looks better. And we put effort into it. And that's all God expects. And it's looking good. Don't you think? So anyway, I will see you guys tonight or in the morning. Depends on how quick I can get this edited. I ain't making no promises. Okay, Heather, tell them bye. Bye, guys.